This is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe, and you're watching themirror.co.uk.
So you're a noted hardcore gamer. Tell us about your favourite game.
I'm a big first-person shooter fan. I mean, I think the majority of people are nowadays, especially with all the great titles they have. So I mean, Call of Duty 4 is definitely tops the list. Gears of War. I mean, we've had tons of online sessions. I mean, like I said, we have kind of a weekly TNA game that we have, Xbox Live. So, we managed to pick up all the new games and try them out. And other than that, I mean, sports games, I love all the NBA games. I mean, NBA Street, I'm a huge fan of. Play a ton of, and Fight Night. I mean, pretty much if you name it, any genre of game, as long as it's a great game, I mean, we pretty much play it, or I play it, and we have a lot of fun with it.
Excellent. So, what was it like being involved in the motion capture for this new TNA game?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. On first go, like when you hear about it, you're like, wow, this is going to be awesome. You know, I've seen this in magazines. It's going to be so cool. We're going to wear suits, and it'll be our moves. And then, about the 6th hour into the motion capture session, like, son of a bitch, I can't believe I'm still doing it. God, this is starting to hurt.
One of our noted football keepers, David James, once blamed playing computer games all night for defensive errors he'd made in football, not soccer, football. Yeah. Does it affect your game, or is it a healthy way to wind down backstage and when you're on tour?
I'll tell you what, when I get home, I think it's probably the healthiest way for me to unwind. I mean, I totally understand. I mean, it never really takes away from my time as far as when I do wrestling, because I wrestle the majority of my time during the week. So when I do get home, it's funny, you've been staying in hotel rooms, you got people around you all times. It's just that certain time when I can just, I close the door to my office, my wife knows, the lights go down, the speakers go up, and she knows, I'm going to leave them alone for 3 hours, just kind of let me unwind. And, it's amazing what shotgunning people in the face can do for your self-esteem. I mean, it really helps you kind of get all the steam off, and things kind of don't matter as much as they used to.
Okay, so when the game comes out, will you be playing only as yourself?
Probably for the majority of it. That's just because I'm very, very egotistical, and but I mean, I can definitely see myself. I mean, obviously, we're playing everybody in the game, but for the first I think three or 4 weeks, it'll just be Samoa Joe only.
And you battled in some of the most inhospitable and most dangerous venues in the world. So what was it like competing in Liverpool and Coventry?
Well, they rank up there. I mean, no. I mean, honestly, I mean, both venues have been great. I mean, I've been wrestling here for upwards of 5 years, coming over to the UK, and amazingly to the same buildings, and the fans are always great, and they're always willing to have a great time, and they come out to the shows to have a blast and cheer and get rowdy, and that's exactly what happened this tour, and it's a lot of fun.
So you've got a fair appreciation of the UK, you've been around a few times, so I'm just wondering if you picked up some of the local kind of lingo. I mean, if somebody was to offer you a bit of crumpet, for instance, would you know what to do with it?
Yeah, I would. I'd have some tea, I guess. It'd be a nice little thing. I've learned some other local customs here, most of which I can't really repeat on camera, but they've been very, very hospitable and very, very informative. I find that the British are very enthusiastic about teaching you their culture, especially when it comes to things you call people in a bar. So I mean, it's been nice.
Can you do any kind of British accent?
Well, British accent, maybe a little bit. I can do a really good Scottish guy. Let me tell you, Joe, I love you, man. I came all the way here to see you wrestle, and you're brilliant, man. And that's pretty much like my strongest accent I can do from this side of the pond.